Okay, here we are back at part number 2. Part number 2, we're going to start with 6. Notice that we start to have a few equations in here. I know that can look scary, but don't worry, I'll show you how to do these. Okay, so find each value or measure. So we want to find out what x is. Okay, x is right here. And so I need to figure out what I know about this. So I'm going to do a little bit of labeling and highlighting. So I know that arc RS, I know that arc RS is 15x minus 26, which means my angle measure is also 15x minus 26. And they want to know what x is. So since I don't know the measurement of that angle quite yet, I need to figure out the measure of that angle. So I'm actually going to look at some things that I know. I do know that this is a straight line, and I know that the straight lines are 180. So I know from here all the way to here is 180 degrees, right? So if that's 180 degrees and this is 26, then V plus 26 is equal to 180. And since I know that this is equal to the angle there, I am going to go ahead and write down what I know. So I do know that angle RVS, for some reason I can't make it, let me see if I can't seem to be covering it up, and I don't know why. Let's see. Angle RVS, which is this angle, plus angle TVS is equal to 180. Well, TVS is 26 degrees. And angle RVS is 15x minus 26. Oh, there we go. Okay. So I have to simplify this a little bit before I start to solve it. I do notice that I can bring my negative 26 and my positive 26 together, and those actually equal 0. So now I have 15x equals 180. Going to divide by 15, divide by 15. And now I'm going to go ahead and do 180 divided by 15, and I get 12. So in this case, x equals 12, and that was the answer they were looking for. Okay, let's go ahead and solve another one. Okay, so in here, let's again take a look at what we know. We want to solve for x. I notice that DIE is 18x minus 2, and I notice that DIE is 15. I notice that those two are the same thing, because look at, we've got vertical angles here. This angle is congruent to this angle. So if these two angles, there we go, these two angles are the same as this one angle, then I can make them equal to each other, just kind of like we were doing in all that triangle work we were doing. Okay, so now I know that these two angles added together, which is going to be 18x minus 2 plus 15, is equal to 103. So let's go ahead and bring these things together. I've got a negative 2 and a positive 15, so that means I have a 13. I still have my 18x equals, plus 103. I am going to subtract 13 to kind of, get rid of my 0. We have a 0 there. 103 minus 13 is 90. And 18x, now I need to divide by 18 to make my 1, and that's gone. Divide by 18. So now 90 divided by 18 equals 5. So I get x equals 5. Okay, now you are going to go ahead and work on the next 3 problems. They do get a little bit trickier, but remember, it's the same thing we were doing in triangles. It's just this time we're talking about angles. But notice in this one, this angle is congruent to this angle. They are the same angle, so you just set them equal to each other. In this one, you know that this angle plus this angle equal 180, so you're going to add these two together and make it equal to 180. And then you'll probably have to do a little bit of each in number 10. So go ahead and work on these. If you get stuck, just let me know.